Confidence begins as a quiet decision within you, a moment when you choose to trust yourself even before you see any proof in the outside world. In that private moment, something powerful starts to move beneath the surface of your life, shaping the way you speak, act, and respond to challenges and opportunities. You may not notice it immediately, but people around you can feel it, because confidence changes your energy long before it changes your results. When you walk into a room believing in your worth, you carry a presence that others recognize, even if nothing is said. This is the ripple effect in motion, and it begins inside your own mind. The teachings of Dr. Joseph Murphy remind us that the subconscious mind accepts what we repeatedly believe, and once that belief is accepted, it begins to express itself through our behavior and attitude. As you strengthen your inner belief, you naturally make decisions with greater certainty, and that certainty gives other people permission to trust you and themselves more. They may not understand why, but they feel encouraged simply by watching you. Your confidence becomes a silent message that says growth is possible, fear can be faced, and progress can be made. Over time, this influence spreads beyond your immediate circle because every person you inspire carries that encouragement into their own interactions. This is how one person's belief can touch many lives without force or effort. It happens naturally when your thoughts align with trust instead of doubt. You begin to speak with clarity, act with purpose, and move with direction, and others respond to that example. Even in difficult moments, your decision to believe in yourself creates stability that others can lean on. This does not mean you never feel fear, but it means you do not allow fear to decide who you are. Instead, you choose belief, and that choice becomes visible in your actions. The ripple continues as long as you continue to believe in the person you are becoming. Every day you practice confidence, you strengthen not only yourself, but also the expectations of those watching you. They begin to see what is possible through your example, and this changes the standards they hold for their own lives. You become evidence that belief creates transformation, and this evidence is more powerful than words alone. Your presence tells a story of decision, persistence, and inner trust, and that story invites others to begin their own journey. With each step, you prove that confidence is not a gift given to a few, but a choice available to anyone willing to believe and continue forward. The ripple never truly ends, because every moment of belief creates another moment of influence, and those moments quietly shape the future in ways you may never fully see. But they exist because you chose to believe first in yourself and your limitless potential. Always remember that one belief today can inspire countless lives tomorrow beyond your imagination and reach forevermore. Confidence grows through repetition, through the small moments when you choose courage instead of hesitation. It is built when you speak even while your voice feels uncertain, and when you act even while your mind suggests retreat. Each time you follow through, you send a message to your subconscious mind. It begins to accept this pattern as truth, and once accepted, it works to support it automatically. This is why consistency matters more than intensity, because the mind learns from what you repeat. When you repeat belief, you train yourself to expect progress instead of failure today and tomorrow ahead. At first, the changes may feel invisible, but they are forming the foundation of a different identity. You start to see yourself as someone capable, someone reliable, and someone prepared to move forward regardless of circumstances. This inner shift influences how you carry yourself in every environment you enter today. People notice the difference, even if they cannot explain it logically. They respond to your certainty because certainty feels safe and trustworthy. Your decisions become clearer, and your words carry greater weight. This is how confidence begins to multiply, moving beyond your thoughts and becoming part of your visible reality. According to the principles taught by Dr. Joseph Murphy, whatever you impress upon your subconscious mind will express itself in your daily life. This means your responsibility is not to force confidence, but to plant it. You plant it through repetition, imagination, and the willingness to believe in yourself fully. As you continue, you stop seeking constant approval from others because your approval of yourself becomes enough. This freedom allows you to take risks that once felt impossible. You become more creative, more open, and more resilient. Each experience strengthens your belief and prepares you for greater opportunities ahead today. This process is not about perfection, but about persistence. Some days will feel easier than others, and some days will test your commitment. What matters is that you continue. Every time you return to belief, you make it stronger. Every time you act, you make it more real inside you. Eventually, confidence stops feeling like something you practice and starts feeling like something you are. It becomes natural, steady, and dependable. You trust your ability to adapt, to learn, and to overcome. This trust removes hesitation and replaces it with quiet determination that guides your future forward every single day. The ripple effect expands again, influencing people you may never meet. Your example travels through stories, memories, and impressions. Someone remembers your courage and finds their own. Someone remembers your persistence and refuses to quit. In this way, your private decision becomes a public source of strength for others everywhere. All of this begins with one simple choice, the choice to believe in yourself today. When you make that choice repeatedly, you create a life that reflects it. Confidence is not temporary motivation, but a permanent transformation that continues growing and giving long after the first decision you ever made. Over time, confidence begins to shape not only what you do, but who you believe you are at your core. It becomes the lens through which you interpret every experience, whether success or failure. When confidence is present, failure no longer feels like a final judgment. Instead, it feels like feedback, something useful that guides your next decision. This shift changes your emotional reactions. You recover faster, think clearer, and remain focused on where you are going instead of what went wrong. This emotional stability makes you dependable, and people naturally trust those who remain steady under pressure. Your calm presence becomes a source of reassurance for others who may still doubt themselves. Without speaking, you communicate strength. Without forcing, you influence direction. This is how inner belief becomes outer leadership in everyday life situations. The wisdom shared by Dr. Joseph Murphy emphasizes that belief is a creative force, and whatever you accept as true will organize your behavior to match it. When you accept that you are capable, you begin to notice opportunities you once ignored. You take initiative without waiting for permission. You stop shrinking yourself to fit the expectations of others and instead grow into the vision you hold inside. This growth inspires people because it feels authentic, not performed. They see consistency between your words and your actions, and that consistency builds respect. Respect then builds influence, and influence allows you to help others rise. You may never fully see how far this influence travels, but it moves through conversations, decisions, and memories. Someone remembers how you handled difficulty, and they choose courage in their own moment. Someone remembers how you believed in yourself, and they begin to question their own limitations. In this way, confidence becomes a shared experience, even though it began as a personal choice. You also begin to trust life more deeply. You understand that you can handle uncertainty because you have handled it before. This reduces anxiety about the future and allows you to remain present. In the present moment, your mind performs at its best. You listen better, respond better, and create better outcomes. Life begins to feel less like something happening to you and more like something happening through you. This sense of partnership with life strengthens your confidence even further. The cycle continues, each moment of belief reinforcing the next. You realize that confidence was never something outside you. It was always something waiting for your acceptance. Once accepted, it expands into every part of your identity and every connection you create. It becomes the silent foundation beneath every success you build and every person you inspire along the way. And as you continue forward, you discover that confidence is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a greater responsibility to live with purpose, to uplift others, and to remain faithful to the belief that first changed you forever and always guiding your life with quiet strength and lasting influence every single day ahead now.